Witam wszystkich bardzo serdecznie w kolejnym odcinku na moim kanale. Jesteśmy oczywiście na kanale Oscar Games i gramy sobie w Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Kontynuujemy, moi drodzy, zadanie fabularne. Zadanie mianowicie odór zdrady. I nie będę tego czytał, po prostu chodzi tu o to, że jeden z tych głównych przywódców, których ratowaliśmy, Somy, zdradził. I teraz musimy się dowiedzieć, którzy to oni, już tam rozmawiają, więc już idziemy nawet do nich.
Eivor, the plan worked. One of Wigman's captains caught him sniffing around Euroli Ponte. Remember, you don't need to kill him. Have fun. I'll be planning our next move in the Longhouse.
Little boy, where is your daddy hiding?
Godless heathens. Grambridge is a province of Lord Wigman of Walden. The city is rightfully his.
Poor soldier. Doesn't know what heathens do to men of God like him. Hasn't heard the stories, it seems.
We can educate him. Look at those ham hands. Could make a nice pair of gloves.
And his heart, a heart that beats in a lad like this? Feed a family of 6 for a week.
Let's cut his throat now and water the orchards with his blood.
Oh, sweet lord, no! He's on the Isle of Ely, Ealdorman Wigmund, in the monastery, I swear.
Thought that would take till the next morn. Let's tie him up and let him rot away.
Oh, fucking Dane halfwits! The Lord will smite you from this land, all of you! May God have mercy on...
No i dobrze, niech leży.
That home-thieving snake might have cast a curse on us. I couldn't risk it.
Christians don't curse.
Wigman's on the Isle of Ely. I'll tell Soma what we've learned.
Okej, pomów Somą, okej. Soma jest chyba tutaj. Lecimy szybko do niej. Siemano. Halo.
Eivor, what did Wigman's little man have to tell us?
Wigman is at the monastery on the Isle of Ely.
Hiding among the church mice. I'll need to plan our attack. But I won't face him while the traitor he commands is still under my roof. So what have you learned?
Vienna used to be a smuggler, hardly an honorable life.
There is honor among even the lowliest of men. Danes know that better than most.
Leif wishes he had stepped up to lead, and to be where you are now.
Leif has a celebrated place in my clan. As a shipbuilder, he is without peer, and he knows I know this.
Leif disagrees with how you run Grandbridge.
This city thrives under me, as a bustling port for his longships, for instance.
Leif told me his yellow paint had been stolen.
Yellow is a troublesome color to make. He was upset when his stores were stolen.
Okej. No to Oliw, ja myślę, że to Oliw. Ale to jeszcze to jest
Garland
Galin.
puts his visions above everything, to the point of fanaticism.
Visions are like clouds. Each person sees a different meaning in the shape, and Galen sees an important meaning.
Garland told me he was near death when you found him and saved his life.
Yes, people thought him cursed. He was adrift in deep water. But don't we all deserve a guide back to the shallows?
That's all the evidence I think we need.
You've been thorough. Who is the traitor?
Szczerze, moi drodzy, myślę, że zdrajcą jest Leif. Ponieważ on, bo to jest chyba ten gościu, który on raczej nie lubił, jakby, ja go chyba pamiętam, on raczej nie lubił. Ale nie wiem, potrzebuję więcej czasu, to jest wyjście, więc raczej nic się tutaj nie, już więcej nie ogarniemy, więc zdrajcą jest Leif.
Leif betrayed you.
Are you certain?
Nie. A jak Dan potrzebuje
more
więcej
time to
czasu,
think.
to
Of
co
course.
będzie?
Feel free to.
Poszukaj dowodów. Czyli co? Zgłoś się z powrotem do Somy. Ale chwila. Poszukaj dowodów. A jakich dowodów ja ci mam tu poszukać? No dobra, chodźmy moi drodzy. Zróbmy tak, że pójdziemy sobie tutaj. Do jednego z tych gości.
Well, you're not the regular sunbeam I've come to know. Something weighing on you?
I was wondering on a few things. You were a smuggler. Some would say that's not a trustworthy past.
And water is wet. What a surprise. I'm an opportunist. I see a chance, I take it. It's helped Soma so far. She knows what I am, what I was. But she trusts me. Who would better know the difference between a joke and the truth?
What happened the night of the attack?
The people were at peace. A beautiful night, fog and all. Then came the Saxons all around. And Soma roaring like a great bear. When she called a retreat, we ran for the longboats, aiming to regroup in the swamps. It was an ambush, no more, no less.
Okej. Czyli, moi drodzy,
Someone in the city led the Saxons through the Longhouse Tunnel. When the fighting started, where were you?
Drinking with my warriors in the longhouse. When the Saxons came, I fought. I couldn't have
Okay.
shown anyone the tunnel. Eyes were on me all day and night.
okej. Coś jeszcze
You're
mogę cię
back again,
tutaj...
Sunbeam.
Czy już nie? A
I
nie
need to-
pora. Dobra. Czysto. Nie, myślę, że ona nie. Szczerze wam mówię, że myślę, że ona nie. Myślę, że to nie była ona, bo w miarę wyszła tutaj z tłumaczeniem. Ja myślę, że to mógł być ten Leaf. Ale jeszcze nie wiem.
Eivor, you look like the wind
Dan.
has flecked your sails. What's going on?
I was wondering. You told me you often disagree with Soma's orders.
I do, but I follow them. It's my duty to this clan, to my Jarl's Kona. A man's honor comes from his acts, not his wishes.
You said your yellow paint was stolen before the attack.
Aye, and yellow is not an easy pigment to mix, let alone acquire. I was furious it was stolen.
Okej.
How did you feel when Guthrum named Soma the steward of Grandbridge, and not you?
If being honorable were easy, we would have no evil men. It is something I wanted, sure, but I'm a man of honor above all.
Kurde.
How
Komplikuje
did the night
sprawę.
of the
Cała
attack play out from
wypowiedź.
your view?
I was working in the shipyards. Next thing I knew, the city was burning from the inside. Then Soma led our retreat.
Pomów ze mną otwarcie.
Someone told the Saxons about the tunnel under Grandbridge, Leaf. There's a possibility it's you.
You insult me, Eivor. The night Grandbridge fell, I was working in the shipyards. I could already hear fighting by the time Soma gathered me to retreat. I was nowhere near where the Saxons came in. I hope that's enough for you, Eivor, because we're finished here.
No dobra, no to co chciałem, usłyszałem, nie? Dlatego wybrałem tę odpowiedź. No powiem wam, moi drodzy, że myślę, że to mógł być ten Leaf, chociaż ta jego wypowiedź trochę komplikuje, bo... No też tak gadał, nie gadał, no ale wiadomo, to wygląda, no nie wiem, możecie napisać w komentarzach, jak wymyślicie, kto by to mógł być właśnie. Ja chyba postawię na tego Leafa, jeszcze z tym pogadam gościem. I zobaczymy, co będzie tutaj, bo jeszcze jeden pozostał i wracam do... Somy i jeszcze zobaczymy, co dalej.
Eivor, this is a surprise.
I was wondering. The visions you've had about you and Soma, how do you interpret them?
A piercing question. I believe it means that Soma will lead me to greatness, however difficult. that she is linked to my destiny.
Why were you at death's door when Soma found you?
I left my clan to pursue my vision. I don't remember much. The sacred plants addled my memory, but I was hungry for more visions. You may not understand, but Soma does. She knows the gods have a plan for me, and that following it is worth any risk.
Did you see anything odd when the attack began?
I did. I saw a wave of Saxons appear in the heart of Grantbridge, as if by magic. Odd as wings on an eel. I fought ragged to the brink of death from one night to the next. You saw the end of it. Wolves almost took me.
Nie, moi drodzy. Dobra, porozmawiamy z
I'm
nim
trying to
otwarcie.
find who betrayed Soma to the Saxons.
Porozmawiamy
I
też z
could
nim
use your help.
otwarcie.
I wish I could help. The night of the attack, I was meditating on the shore, far from prying eyes. I was alone that night. And until Saxons appeared, I didn't see anything out of the ordinary. I hope that's enough.
Dobra, moi drodzy. Szukaj dowodów na mokradłach? Mokradłach? Co to są mokradła? Mokradła. Nie chcę mi się tego czytać. Ja sobie to, moi drodzy, przeczytam po nagraniu. Sobie to stronę sagi. Artefakty. Proszę, potrzebuję. Dwa punkty umiejętności rozdamy sobie oczywiście. Idziemy zobaczyć tam przy tej jaskini. Co my tam mamy? Nie wiem, może zerknę tam, może ja szukam po prostu wiatru w polach, ale muszę sobie wszystko sprawdzić. A jak nie, to wybierzemy po prostu tego lifa i tyle. Co to jest?
A trail of yellow paint drops. A painted cross. This tunnel leads to the longhouse. The trader marked it with a yellow cross, then opened the way and let them in. The trader must have exited here with a few more, heading away towards the riverbank.
Okej. Moi drodzy, leaf. Nie, który to miał tą farbę żółtą, moi drodzy? Który to miał tą żółtą farbę? Nie pamiętam. Co tu wąż jest? Wiem, moi drodzy, już wszystko wiem. Ty, czy ja wyszedłem tutaj? Ej, serio to było... To... Nie pytajcie, dobra. Moi drodzy, mamy to. Szybko idziemy do niej i może ona mi powie, która to
Did you
żółta.
find enough clues around Grantbridgeshire?
Żółta
Are you
farba,
ready
żółta
to
farba.
choose the traitor?
O to co wiem. Olivie.
Leaf told me he was working.
The shipyard is exposed.
Leafowi nie podobało się, Leaf twierdzi, że gdzieś zginęła mu żółta farba. No ja stawiam na Leafa, moi drodzy.
Leaf told me his
Yellow is a troublesome color to make. He was upset when his stores were stolen.
Leaf, moi drodzy.
Your secret tunnel had many footprints nearby, and its mouth was painted with a yellow mark. Whoever betrayed you, they did so by marking the tunnel entrance, then opening the way to let the Saxons in.
Okej. Czekaj, to co ja mam jeszcze o Birnie? Aha,
Birna was
bo...
drinking in the longhouse when the attack began. Others can attest to that.
Hardly the behavior of someone expecting an attack.
Garlin had no alibi. No one can place his location on the night of the attack.
He's an odd one, that man. But he is a man, not a toddler. He doesn't need a constant watch.
That's all the evidence I think we need.
You've been thorough. Who is the traitor?
Leaf betrayed you.
Are you certain?
Stawiam na Leafa, moi
This will
drodzy.
be the hardest thing I have ever done. Stay close by me, Eivor. I will need you.
How do you plan to deal with this?
As a leader must. My family, my inner circle. Today we make sure what has happened to us will never happen again. We end Wigmund's life. But not all together. For you cannot survive the winter with a rat in your larder. Leaf. You have betrayed me, Leaf.
Soma, that's not true.
A grown man should have a better grasp of his jealousy. It must not drive him to madness and destruction. But with you, every one of our warriors, our slaughtered people are dead because you could not be where I am now.
I have only ever served you, Soma. I would never betray my clan, my family. I am a man of honor.
And ambition. Wigmund took you from us long before I ever raised my blade. Cleared the body.
Kurna, ta w tym jest uśmiechnięta.
I feel as if I have torn off my own arm.
Wigmund deserves death, but killing him won't make your family whole again.
You think I don't know? This is for those who follow. To join me is to take an oath. To break it is to suffer. We make camp on the outskirts of the Isle of Ely. Join us there.
Zaczynam, moi drodzy, powoli myśleć, że popełniliśmy błąd.
She carries the weight of leadership on one shoulder and the bonds of her people on the other. Now that she's lost one, she walks lopsided. It will take years of toil to rebuild those bonds with her people. Yet she is unburdened now. Lighter. She's a leader, not a friend, Eivor. Her mistake was thinking she could be both.
Ciekawe to jest, ciekawe są te wizje. Nie wiem nawet, czy to wizja jest już. Zakończyliśmy zadanie. Wyspa Eli. Wyspa Eli jest gdzie? Tu jest wyspa Eli. Dobrze, że mamy tutaj szybki punkt podróży. Co, moi drodzy, skoro troszkę krótsze odcinki teraz robimy, to może zakończymy sobie na tym odcinek. Po prostu będziemy po takim zadanku robić dwóch. I co, moi drodzy, dzięki za odcinek, życzymy miłego dzionka. Siema!